Okay, good evening, everybody. We are going to start. Everybody can hear me? Okay, first we are going to practice meditation. Okay, we don't know what going to happen because of the rain. If we get rain, what we are going to do? Just get wet, right? Okay, so please find a comfortable posture and keep your back straight. Today, our second day of Choose Loving Kindness outdoor meditation practice. We are here to convince ourselves this is the path we choose to go and do in our lives. Now we are going to make our intention for that practice. Gently close your eyes. Take few deep long breaths and relax your whole body. Experience relaxation and peace. Feel harmony with your body. Feel close to yourself. Now send your loving thoughts towards yourself, thinking, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Understand the meaning of each word clearly and deeply, then repeat it to yourself. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. If you know how to love yourself, it is much easier for you to love others. In this moment, understand power of self-caring, self-love. We all are so concerned right now what is happening around the world and this country. All the distraction we are going through. We all are looking for answers, what we can do. What I believe, loving kindness is the remedy for the world matters, difficulties and problems. If you want to find peace in the world, each individual, we all have to find peace inside us, in our lives. If my mind is not peaceful, how I am going to teach peace to the world? How I am going to have that expectation? Therefore, in this moment, understand the value of your own practice, your own loving kindness. Therefore, kindly I am requesting, please choose this path of loving kindness. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Please understand, world is too big for you to focus, but your inner world is perfect size. Therefore, I am asking you all, in this moment, see the world in you, inside you. The world inside you is the real world. The world we see outside, that is the world you created inside. I hope you all understand power of self-love, self-caring. You all have Buddha nature in you. Practicing loving kindness, we all touch that deep wisdom in you, inside you, and try to bring it out using your own life, and we are going to prove to the world, I choose this path to practice loving kindness. You are setting an example for the world. Dear friends, if you want to find peace in this world, we all have to choose this path to help the world, other people around us, our family members. What you are doing here with us all together, it is not a simple act. It is a very powerful commitment you are making for yourself. It means you are making big effect to the whole world. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Now send your loving thoughts towards your family. May all of my family members be well, be happy, be peaceful. Think of them individually, by names. When you practice loving kindness for your family, remember, your family members are not perfect human beings. They have some challenges and difficulties. You have some negative memories with them. Maybe you are really holding and clinging to those negative experiences with them. Very difficult for you to let it go. This is my kind request. Right now, your intention to choose loving kindness. If you are choosing this path, it doesn't matter what they did, their negative reaction. Whatever they did, that is their responsibility. They are carrying those karmas. Because of their negative activities or negative karmic actions, reacting to those negativities don't create more negative karma for your life. Therefore, in this moment, if you have any difficulties with some of your family members, learn to let go. Learn how to forgive them. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is completely letting go without reservations. Completely letting go without reservations. If you truly practice loving kindness for your family members, whatever negative experiences you have, easily you can let them go. Let them go. Let them go. May all of my family members be well, be happy, be peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always find joy, balance, and contentment in their lives. This is my true intention. This is my pure heart. This is my daily practice for them. May all of my family members be well, be happy, be peaceful. We all are brothers and sisters in one large family. There are so many different people in the world, different colors, different experiences, different cultures, different ethnic groups. But we all are human beings. We all have, our blood is red. There is no difference. Therefore, we have to appreciate all the human beings. Doesn't matter who they are, how they are, where they are coming from. We all have unconditional love for all the human beings and also all the animal beings, born and unborn, seen and unseen, known and unknown. All beings, be well, be happy, be peaceful. Feel the light of your life now in this moment, practicing this beautiful loving kindness meditation. You can be free. Your heart is full of joy, full of love. You are so relaxed. You feel the beauty of your life, and also you see the beauty, you feel the beauty of all other lives in the world. We call unconditional love. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. My experience is, if you want to practice loving kindness, no need to sit down, no need to have a cushion, no need to go to the temple, no need to go to a retreat center. There are so many opportunities for us to practice loving kindness these days. That means you have to change your perspective about life, the way you are thinking. When you are driving, if you see a big truck passing by next to your small car, I know sometimes it is difficult. We don't like those big trucks. Sometimes we feel mad and angry. Can you change your perspective about it? When you see a big truck, think to yourself, there is an opportunity for you to practice loving kindness. How can you see that is the truck? All the fruits, all the vegetable produce you are using every day, they are the people delivering them place to place. They are working for us. You can change your perspective. Instead of anger, disappointment, you can practice loving kindness. How beautiful that is. When you eat your meals, whole world is there. So many people work so hard to have that beautiful plate of food for you. You can practice loving kindness right there. When you go and check your mails in your mailbox, there is an opportunity for you to practice loving kindness while somebody working for you. When you take garbage out, when you put your garbage into garbage bin, you can practice loving kindness. Somebody is working for me. There is an opportunity for me to practice loving kindness. Every move, every step, every breath, each word you use. Can you turn your life into loving kindness practice? Think to yourself, if you have that kind of life, that kind of thinking process, how beautiful your life, how beautiful your world. That means your inner world. When you have same mental practice, all the people here in this space right now, if you change your mind to think like that, we all are doing tremendous support and energy to the world to change this world. I think that is your responsibility. That is my practice, my responsibility for the world. That is the best way to change the world. Therefore, send your loving thoughts towards whole world. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. If you are a mother, as a father, when you practice this loving kindness, your children will pick this intention. They will take this message to the world. One day, they will be grateful because of my mother, because of my father. I learned how to practice loving kindness. I learned how to treat everybody equal. I learned how to live in harmony. Therefore, as a father, as a mother, when you practice loving kindness around your children, without using words, you are giving great message to your children. That is your next step to help the world, help your children. Because our children are our future generation. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Having loving motivation towards yourself and the world, now slowly turn your attention to the subtle sensation of the breath. Every breath you take in, you take out is taken mindfully. Focus on your natural, ordinary breaths. What is breath? Breath is life. Pranayam, prana. When you focus on your breath, we are practicing meditation. When you focus on your breath, when you are practicing meditation, which means you are focused on your life. Life and meditation, we cannot separate. True living is mindful awareness, mindful loving awareness. If you are distracted by a thought or a feeling or a sensation, bring your attention back to the breath or present moment. Don't try to meditate. Let it happen. You are fully present. You are fully aware of what is happening in you, in your mind, how you feel in your body. I feel this evening you all are my heroes. I feel you all are little Buddhas. In this evening you can do so many other things, but you left everything behind, your entertainments, you are comfortable, whatever you are doing in this evening, all other activities you have to follow, you left everything behind and made this journey, made this decision to come to meditate with all of us. Feel yourself respectfully and lovingly. Why I call you all little Buddhas? You all have that Buddha nature in you. You can grow, you can bloom, that power within you. Why we have all that possibilities in us? Because Prince Siddhartha, who became the Buddha, he also like another human being like you and myself. There is no big difference. He did it. That means we all have that possibility to change ourselves and change the world. If you are distracted or a feeling or a sensation, bring your attention back to the breath or present moment. Think to yourself, these many things that arise in my mind do not belong to me. When I think that they are mine, to do as I wish, to cling to push away or to ignore, I generate enormous suffering in my life and in the lives of others. May I continue to develop great regard and respect and kindness towards many contents in my life and in the lives of others. May peace be with you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. Thank you very much. Please open your eyes. Okay, it is so great and wonderful, no rain. So loving kindness works. So anyway, today when I was practicing meditation, one thought came to my mind. One time I was teaching meditation for elementary school children. So before I start loving kindness meditation, I asked those children, maybe they are 12 years old, elementary school. I asked, what is loving kindness? Children are so outgoing, they are not scared to answer things and say things. So many hands are really up like this. They want to answer. I just pick one boy. I ask him, what is loving kindness for you? Then he said, it's very interesting to me. He said, loving kindness is treating everybody equally, including myself, without making judgments. Then I was thinking, before he come to the class, he learned, however, this loving kindness. He has a great wisdom. I was kind of shocked. I asked, how do you know this? This very powerful statement. Then he said, no, it just came to my mind. He said, just came to my mind. How powerful that statement. Giving credit to that boy, I am always using this statement, what he said about loving kindness. Loving kindness is treating everybody equally, including myself, without making judgments. Do you agree? How do you feel about that statement? That's great, right? The funniest thing, children are so open and honest. Then after I sharing my information, I said, let's do some loving kindness meditation. Then that boy again raised his hand. He said, I cannot. He said, I cannot do it. I asked why. He said, my mother said, don't do it. That's why I said, children are very honest. I asked, how come your mother doesn't like it? So this morning, before I come to the school, I talked to my mother and said, Mom, today I am going to see a Buddhist monk come into our school. He is going to teach us how to meditate. Then mother said, don't do it. Don't do it. It is bad for you. Mother said it is bad for you, maybe because of her religious background, or I don't know, whatever it, the story. Then I had to be very careful in the school. I said, if your mother said no, just respect to her idea. You can just sit. So anyway, children are waiting to meditate. That's the only thing they want to do, meditate. So then I was guiding loving kindness meditation. I closed my eyes. Then middle of the meditation, I opened my eyes. I was kind of looking at children. I want to have an idea how they are doing. Then that boy looking at me really straight like this. Right after I'm looking at eye to eye, He just closed his eyes. Then I closed my eyes too. Then after a few minutes later, I opened my eyes again. I was looking at him. I can see this young man perfectly sitting and practicing meditation. Then end of the meditation, I asked children, how do you like it? Then he raised the hand again. He is very outgoing. He said, I really like loving kindness meditation. I think my mom is wrong. You know how interesting, right? So there is no barriers for loving kindness. Nobody cannot control it when somebody practices loving kindness. It is like water. Water doesn't have a shape. Water always flowing all over the world freely. But right after we put water into a container, what will happen? Take the shape of the container. That's the problem now. So therefore, when you are practicing loving kindness, there is no limits, no boundaries. It is always go beyond all the boundaries. It doesn't matter how good people are, how wonderful they are doing. Some people doing so many bad things. It doesn't matter. Loving kindness never change for good people and bad people. I think if you are choosing this path to continue your journey, the day you are dying, one day we all are going to die, right? Whether you like or not, it will happen. Guarantee you will die peacefully. So, in your last breath, if your loving kindness effect into your life, if you are doing now, how much is effect into your daily life? So please go home and search Google 11 benefit of practicing loving kindness. 11, right? 11 benefit of practicing loving kindness in the Buddhist teaching. It is so powerful. Sometimes we are doing so many things to make our the face so beautiful. We have to have our hair right. We have to have our makeup right. Please do. Those are good too. But Buddha said, if you are practicing loving kindness without makeups, you turn into so beautiful person. You ever seen person who practice loving kindness angry? Never seen, right? Somebody practice loving kindness, he or she doesn't have any angry face. If somebody is so angry, do you say you look so beautiful? Do you say that? No, right? If somebody in your family, if they are angry, what do you say? Oh my God, you look like a demon. One woman one day came to meditation and like somebody chasing her. Right? So I asked, what's going on? Bhante, I'm so tired. I asked, about what? I used to live with this angry husband last 25 years. I don't want to live anymore with this man. I know husband too. He's a good person. But he has some issues with anger. Then she was so frustrated and she was so disappointed. She doesn't have any help. She came to meditation and said, Bhante, I really need your thoughts. I'm tired. I love him. I care about him. I'm tired to live my life with him. I don't have any space anymore. I want to be free. I don't want to live with the angry man rest of my life. I am ready to divorce. Please help me. I don't want to feel guilt later. I said, if you want to do that, you can do it, no problem. But how about you change? How about you change? Then I asked her, do you get angry? Then she said, yes, I do always because of him. Then I said, what is the difference then? You both are angry anyway. So why you are just complaining to him? So then I said, then she said, I want to change him. I want to change him. I said, good luck. Therefore, don't try to change the world. Then I said, go home and change yourself. If you can change yourself, definitely he will change. She doesn't want to believe it. Then I gave her a couple of books to read. Then she said, I will try. Then she asked me what I'm going to do. I said, just go and read these books and leave these books all over the house. Different places, bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, everywhere leave these books. But one day you have to bring them back to the temple. And then she took all the books. Now she's reading, keep updating me about her practice. Then one day I sent her a message. Could you please, now too many months now passed by, could you please return those books to the temple now if you're done reading? Then she came with some books and she told me, Bhante, something interesting happened in my life today. I was collecting all those books. My husband came to me and said, why you are taking these books? Then she said, no, I borrowed from Bhante, I had to return them. Then husband said, no, I am reading them. I want to finish those books, just leave them. Now I can remember maybe 5-6 years later, still they are together. They never divorce, they change. So what I am telling you, we all are imperfect human beings, we have some issues. If you want my issues, if you want to hear my issues, ask them. They will explain to you perfectly. I have those issues too, because I am not perfect. But I know my intention, I want to do better in my life. Like maybe 10-15 years ago, if they say something to me annoying, I never listen to them. Definitely I will ask you, who are you to tell me, I'm a senior monk, you are so junior to me, I am the big boss. Me. That attitude change, because I know about myself really well. That attitude change. Still they are telling me things. Those things never change. When they are telling me now something, I am ready to listen. I said, okay, that's a great idea too. Let's try it. If we made the mistake, learn from it. Sometime I know we are going to make a mistake anyway, but still I want to respect to their ideas and go with their ideas. Why? I am practicing loving kindness. So therefore, when you are practicing loving kindness, that is the perfect meditation for you. That is the perfect meditation for the world. That is the perfect meditation for your family. That is the perfect meditation for your children. That is the perfect meditation for the dog. Right? That's a perfect one. So when you are mad, when you are angry, do you know how your dogs or cat feels? Do you experience that? When you are mad, they feel it? Definitely they feel it. So one time I was doing meditation with a group of family members. There was a dog. This dog is so excited. After he sees me, so excited, going crazy. He needs attention. Now, the dog owners try to control him. They stop everything. They are not focused on the meditation. They are just focused on the dog. Then I said, how about this? Let him to be. Let him to come and play with me. That's totally fine. I can handle it. I love dogs anyway. So then I started the meditation. Still dog can come and distract me and doing things with me. So I continue to practice loving kindness meditation. Finally, what happened? There's a dog sit down next to me and having a really good nap. Then there is two cats. Those two cats also walk next to me, and they are playing with my robe. I believe that is the power of the practice. Now you can see the beauty of your life. How many people see that beauty? One time in Crystal Lake, I was having lunch with group of my friends. We are waiting for food. So then I saw next table, young mother and father, little baby, maybe 3 years old. They are waiting for food. This little girl a little distracted. Then the restaurant people gave them some coloring papers. Now she is doing coloring, mother is assisting her. I can hear the conversation. Then I figure it out, she was coloring a butterfly. Now this little girl, beautiful, she is talking to the mother. Mommy, I love butterflies. Then mother asked, why do you like butterflies? Then she said, butterflies are so beautiful, they can fly. I want to be a butterfly. I want to fly like a butterfly. How cute that story. Then I was thinking and listening. This little girl, that's how she experienced her life right now. Why? She doesn't have that many distractions in her life. She's so pure. She's so honest. Why? She's not distracted in the world. It is so funny. Almost we done eating. We are ready to leave. Then group of teenagers walk into the restaurant. They are loud, big group, like maybe 10 of them. They are sitting and try to figuring out. I am a really good observer when I see things around me. Then they are making a joke with one girl. Maybe they are friends. I don't know what is going on. Everybody is laughing and loud. Everybody is picking this girl and saying things to her. She is so annoying by that experience. That moment she said, I hate this life. I hate this life. Then in that moment I was thinking, that is how she experienced life. Why? She is a little bit too distracted. So what I am asking you today, many years ago, like 40 years ago when I became a monk, I was a little angry monk, so annoying, making all the school. It is so difficult for some teachers because of my behaviors. I got lots of punishments. Nobody likes me. But I don't know what to do. One day I was reading a Sanskrit book. In the Sanskrit book says, if you want to be a bodhisattva, you know the word bodhisattva, person trying to be a Buddha, he has to practice these qualities. End of our temple chanting book, we have my wish. That's why I included that. I know that time I was really angry little monk. But when I am reading that Sanskrit book, I was thinking, this is what I want to be. This is what my dream. I was like 13 years old. What I want to be. I don't know how. But that young age, I planted some seed. Now 40 years later, being a monk, rest of my life, I'm asking, how many people affected by my practice? Forget about the whole world. How many people affected by my loving kindness practice here in the Blue Lotus Temple? If I didn't do my loving kindness practice, you are not here today. If I didn't come to Woodstock and practice loving kindness with you, Jason, you are here, you know, so those are the first people who sit next to me. Nobody is here. So therefore I am asking, this is my message today. Whatever you did today, it is not something simple. Maybe many years later, so many people come to you and learn from you, practice from you, especially your children. So this is my new job now. My dream is to build loving kindness army. Now think about all the problems in the world. If you can build this kind of army in this world, this army, we are not killing, we are not hurting, we are not insulting, we just caring. That is the weapons we are using. So therefore I'm asking you, don't underestimate you. Don't overestimate you. You are perfect human being born into this world. Now use your inner power to change the world. If you are in that journey, you are the Buddha. If you are a Buddha, you can change so many people. Therefore, I keep planning to do this practice. Every day, I am asking you all to join with us to practice. So again, we are going to do this meditation Wednesday evening. This summer, same place here. Now still temple is closed. How about we can do this practice and take the message to the world? Next time when you come, please bring more friends. That is the way you can spread these words. Okay, I hope you learned something beautiful today. Now we are going to do little chant for you all. This is for the blessing for you all, your children, your family. So many people requested blessing from me and from the monks. I cannot make all the names, but they all are in my heart. Thinking of them, we are going to chant. Okay, please listen to the chant. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato
arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Karaniya matta kusalena yantan santam padang abhisamecca sankho Suju ca suaco Santussa ko ca subaro ca Ampakinco ca sallauka vunti Santindriyo ca nipako ca Ampagambo Kulesu
Ananugindo naca kundang samacare kinciena vinyo pare Sukino vake mino huntu sambe santa bhavantu sukitanta eke cipana bhutanti tasava tavarava navasesa digavaye mahantava majjima rasskanukatula dittava eva anditta yeca dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavesi va sambe santa bhavantu sukitanta naparo parannikumbeta nati manyeta kanta cinang kanci vyarosana patiga sanya nanya manyassa dukkha micceya mata yataniyam puntang ayusa eka punta manurakke vampi sabba bhutesu mana sambhavaye aparimanang mettanca sabba lokasming mana sambhavaye aparimanang undang adoca tiriyanca asambadang averang asapattan tintang carang සයානෝ වායාව තස්ස විගත මෙන්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදින්ටෙය්‍ය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාවෝ දිට්ඨිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේ දන්නයි ජාතු ගම්බසෙය්‍යං පුනරේතිති ඒතේන වංජේන දුක්ඛා උපසමින්තු තේතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන භයා උපසමින්තු තේතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමින්තු තේ සබ්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොන්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ දුක්ඛප්පත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයප්පත්තාච නිබ්බයා සෝකප්පත්තාච නිස්සෝකා හොන්තු සබ්බේ පිපානිනෝ ආකාසට්ටාච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු ශාසනං ආකාසට්ටාච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු දේශනං ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මට්ටා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරන් රක්칸තු ත්වං සදාති.
May peace be with you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. Thank you very much. Okay. Asaji, can you turn it off? Just wait a second.